Guys, welcome to a reading. I've been picking up on a bond that seems to be going through some turmoil, so I just want to pull some cards on that. I've already prayed and pre-shuffled. I got a Seven of Pentacles, a Seven of Wands, the Magician, Justice, Six of Swords, Page of Swords, underlying energy, Ace of Pentacles, but I actually got a few reversals, so I need my pendulum. One sec. Yeah, there's still tying into what I picked up on a couple of days ago, that some within the collective are like blocking their desire. But here specifically is like feeling like you don't have a choice when actually you do have a choice. But I'm strongly getting like, your desire coming through, your desire coming in, and then you're finding reasons not to receive it. I mean, with the Ace of Pentacles as the underlying energies, it can come in various different opportunities that are coming in, or that are sort of knocking at your door. But I do feel it's like the way I wanted to focus on it was specifically tied to this bond or this connection I was picking up on. So the turmoil is internal. It's not really so much an external source of it. It's more like my desire showing up, and I don't know how to receive it. It's like someone is finding reasons as like, should I stay or should I go? I'm getting that. Should I stay or should I go? But actually you know that you don't want to. But you think that you do. It's tying into believing that you're not worthy of this. And that it's misaligned. This is all like, I'm tuning into someone's internal talk. Like, the way it actually is may not be like the, like, how to explain this? The way the situation is occurring or showing up may not be the way you are perceiving it, or the way you are telling yourself that it is. So in other words, this could be someone being really into you and wanting you, and you are perceiving it as like, due to you having internal programming of like, no, I don't deserve this, I'm not worthy of this, you're looking for that within the situation, within the dynamic. That's what's causing friction, that's what's causing turmoil, is that you're looking for reasons, or you're looking for things within this bond that confirm the self-belief you have about yourself and about, I guess, whether you're worthy of receiving this or not. But it does look like it's already here for you. Like, it's for those of you within the collective I read for that really have already you've met this person already, like they're already shown up. Can you tell me more? Yeah, Eight of Swords, what I was telling you, just like limiting beliefs, limited self-talk, finding reasons and faults, or already, I'm getting like, what's the word for that? When you're already expecting the worst. Like, you're already thinking about everything that could go wrong, or everything that can go wrong, everything. Like, it's a protective mechanism. It's also very much tied to you wanting to protect yourself. So there could be some lingering, or there must be some lingering, I'm getting like resentment and hurt from past experiences where you were just very open, where at a time where you may not have had boundaries, or the boundaries that you have now, the discernment that you have now. So that's something that you're good at now. Like this was then. Now you're meeting someone that is bringing up, limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, all of the reasons why this shouldn't work, can't work, when actually you're a totally different person by now. You're not the same. You have stronger discernment, you have stronger boundaries. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, some of you don't want to work on this. It's like some of you are looking for the easy way out. It's like, oh, it's easy to just leave this be, instead of having to put some effort into it and some effort into make it work. Like I'd rather just bow out than get hurt again, or I'd rather just bow out than actually see this turn into a success story. There's also either you worry about third parties, or you here as well, it's just some trauma. I want to call it trauma, or just experiences of where you may have been triangled, or it can be that there are other people involved, whether in your life, whether in their life. I'm getting it again for different people that I read for. For one that I didn't finish, I got it as like, you have experienced that. So it could be someone, you could have been cheated on, or you've just experienced like betrayal like that. Whereas others just may sense or feel like that's what this person is like they're gonna for sure bring other people into this bond, and I don't know if I really want to get involved in that. So let me see, what's the Tower about with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like someone here comes from out of a broken home. This feels very strongly like coming out of a broken home. So another reason why it is maybe showing up is because you may have witnessed a parent getting cheated on, or you may have witnessed betrayal, a strong betrayal from your parents, like growing up in a broken home where maybe you got separated, divorced when you were young, or just having experienced betrayal from your parents, or having witnessed betrayal of your parents. So it looks like that left a big mark and a big imprint. Yeah, like I told you, betrayal, Ten of Swords. Whoever you're in a bond with, though, they are coming through as quite balanced, in the sense that they tell you the truth. And you know this. Like, even if it's difficult, they tend to tell you the truth. So if there is another person involved, or if there are someone that, likes having options, it seems like they would tell you that. Like, it doesn't seem like someone is just gonna take you on a ride. But maybe that's what brought up insecurities, There's a lot of game playing, like also in today's dating world is like pretty messed up, where everyone is like, trying to have like, one up over the other. It's just like a stream of consciousness coming through that can make it difficult as well, because this is like quite significant of like, oh, I have so many options, I can choose another in a heartbeat, until you meet a person where there's something real, and then suddenly that can be part of the Tower moment here as well, of like a sort of idea or disillusion of what can satisfy you. So it is kind of giving me sex addict as well, I'm not gonna lie. Like just needing to fill a void, needing to go out. So I don't know who within this bond I'm picking up on that may have a tendency towards this, or this is someone's fear. Three of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords, Someone here is strongly like, no, this does not have a future. Like, I'm just gonna get my heart broken, so I'd rather like not invest more of my time and effort. This is just gonna hurt me. But it does look like there's unfinished business between the two of you. So if one or the other walked away, and this is your person, that there's definitely a feeling of it being unfinished. And also though, it looks like there hasn't been like real conflict. It doesn't look like there's either not been like talk about this or talk about the inner turmoil or the inner conflict that you're having, just kind of leaving it open. So that looks like it's making it a little bit difficult because neither one has the full picture really of what the other one is thinking or feeling. And with the Nine of Wands, there is definitely fears coming up, fears flaring up. But what is undeniable is that this like passion and infatuation that is felt, like it feels sweet still, you know, like sweet in a quite innocent way of like just two having, this feels like two having unexpectedly stumbled upon each other somehow and are trying to figure out how to make this work while simultaneously trying to avoid each other and trying to avoid the pain that is being brought up or the insecurities or the fears. Yeah, there's also fear of being abandoned and like, or that is being triggered right now, whether within you or the person in connection with, like a fear of being just abandoned and left to your own devices. But you have the Emperor out with a Fourth Wand, so it's like you're doubting whether this really is the person you can build with long term. And it seems like underlying there's a strong feeling though that you know or you have like faith that it is, but there's another layer that seems like there's just doubt, like just doubting whether this is really possible or like sustainable. King of Wands and Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is an energy of, let's say you are super desired by this person, but feeling rejected by it. Like, we got two major wounds coming up, the abandonment wound and now a rejection wound. And when you have this wound and it's still like active and flaring up, this whole spread makes massive sense to me, because you're going to be looking for that. You're going to be looking out. You're going to be like hyper vigilant, sort of on edge, constantly looking for mini rejections or mini abandonment, like situations that just recreate that feeling and ultimately make you feel unsafe and make you feel like, no, I can't build with this person, I can't trust them. But it's not really the person that's coming through as being untrustworthy, it's your own trust issues that are being flared up. I wanted to shuffle the whole thing again. I didn't really do that before coming on here. It's a deck that I didn't really, so let me just do that again. I have that song playing, what is it called, by is it Burna Boy? We're Getting Fucked Tonight. I don't even have Spotify on here, so that could have significance for someone. Okay, is it Burna Boy? I'm actually not sure now. I don't think it's Burna Boy, but I kind of also, I'm not sure. We're Getting Fucked Tonight. Is it Don Oliver? Not sure. Okay, I'm nearly there. Yeah, the chest, like, the way I'm picking up on this energy, like, somatically, is very tight in the chest, so, which as well is understandable, because if you have trust issues, you're also going to be anxious, or like, connections and bonds can make you feel anxious. You can just... But generally, this person's not coming through as like, it doesn't seem like they have, like, it is someone that seems to have genuine intentions with you. Whether you want to believe that or not. So let's see, Spirit, can you just show me more as to what the collective is either moving through, or what will offer advice and guidance and support. Let's do one more. Okay. Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands. Oh, it's like you're blocking out the truth. So you do, at some levels, on some levels, you do know the truth. Like, you see the situation clearly. What is muddling your vision is just, the abandonment wound, rejection wound, trust issues. That can make any connection then, any bond, any connection, no matter how deep it is, can make it seem like it's not the right fit. Got a Six of Cups and Judgment, so you do feel that there's like, you feel like this is your soulmate, or there's just a very familiar, there's something very familiar that is felt for the both of you. So this is an energy of like it clicking very fast, like already first day, second day, you're already sharing secrets and, you know, just like kicking it with each other like you've known each other for years. I got a Six of Swords and I got the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's definitely like this just waiting for the other to leave, or someone is leaving. Like, this as well can be meeting in a country and having to leave the country, or meeting in a city and you like having to travel. Like, you're not, this can also speak of not living in the same area code, so to speak. And there's just like this imminent, there's this like, or just waiting for them to leave, or just waiting for this as well. This can be challenging when you have slight abandonment issues or abandonment wounds, because if someone, this also can speak of long distance, for example. If you have a long distance relationship, you're constantly going to be in that, you know, you see each other, and then one or the other has to leave again, or the both of you are just really busy and have busy schedules. You know, like artists, musicians, athletes, like you're constantly on the go. So you yourself know what fits your situation. But that can be challenging. But there's something very strong here. I really feel strongly that, you want to make it work with the Hierophant. Like, there's a mutual agreement, whether this has been spoken or unspoken, that the two of you want to be together. Like, you want to be in a commitment. You want this to last. With the Strength card, Three of Swords, and the Star, what maybe, let's say, if it has come to separation, or you do have separation in between seeing each other, whether it's a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, is actually good. Like, it actually helps you to separate so that you can heal and you can work on what is being brought up, because it looks like it's bringing up a lot for the both of you to work through. And this as well is for those of you that have already moved out of, you know, like, well, I don't have to explain. I know, like, you know who you are, and I as well have an idea of who I read for, so never mind that. I think I just picked up on certain people that are tuning in that don't really have this level of consciousness when it comes to approaching relationships. So you will have a very different experience, and it may not be exactly like this, but you're still welcome to tune in. The High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, that seems to be the biggest issue. Let's say you haven't agreed, like, this seems to be an issue. This is that someone here may really have a tendency of just needing to fuck. You know, like just having urges and not really caring for, like, this is not deep. Like, that's something you need to know, that this person's need for that is not deep. It's like eating, you know, like eating and sleeping, it's not they don't truly value whoever they are doing this with. It's just yeah, like I said, it's just a part of like eating, sleeping, and fucking. It's just this is how it always has been for some individuals, like, or for some individuals. Like, I don't know how much we can get or should be getting to this topic. Well, we can, but it's just someone here has that, just has is wired that way. And you with the High Priestess, what may be difficult for you or could be challenging, or just something where you need to tune in with yourself whether you can deal with this or not, is that you may pick up on this, but or the person says it straight to your face that that's just how they are. With the King of Swords, that there wasn't any of that, like just being open, being able to openly talk about that. So yeah, you need to figure out if that's something you can deal with, because as you may know, you cannot change a person, or you will not be able to change this person. Like that's where it can turn sort of karmic, even if it is a soulmate. You definitely, both of you will have to accept each other how you are right now. So if this person right now is coming through the Three of Cups and the Devil, right now they like fucking around. So it doesn't take away about how they feel about you, or how they sort of put you in a different like they compartmentalize you different. They see a commitment, like they generally see longevity with you. But yeah, this is just what they come with. And like I said, it doesn't take away from how this person feels about you, how you feel about each other with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands. It doesn't take away from the bond. It just seems like you either understand their psychology or you do not. Either it's something you can just allow it to be without it affecting you negatively, or worst case, you're the type that starts watching all these readings on third parties and and you just drive yourself nuts. And then I'm not sure if this is really going to last, if I'm totally honest with you, because you're just gonna drive yourself. That's why I'm saying it seems like whoever is, yeah, either you have this understanding or you need to develop this understanding that some go at, like, when it comes to sex, they just see it, yes, as eating and shitting and sleeping. There's no emotional connection. It's just like part of, basic necessities. And especially if you are at a long distance, or there's distance between you, whoever I'm tuning into now, you seem to be someone that, this is the true High Priestess I'm speaking to right now. You have evolved past this being an insecurity, or this is generally happening right now, where you don't then drop into feeling like you need to compare yourself, or this means because this person has this need, it means that I'm not good enough or I'm not valuable. Like you have evolved past that. So that is big. That really shows how solid you are within your own, like you have your own center. And that's actually what is making this person wanna lock it down with you. Or again, it does look like there's a mutual need for that. And I got real strong, like just when I was tuning in, just when I was describing your energy, or I was telling you that who I was reading for, or who I was picking up on, your heart is as well very, I got like my heart started feeling very warm. And it just felt like a wave of compassion. Like with the Devil as well, this can be someone has a compulsion of needing this. It's just maybe someone who is not used to connecting with someone like you at your level, and they just had these urges and needs. Could be that they grow out of that, but like right now it seems like that's just a part of what they come with. So with the Hermit and the Fool and the Three of Pentacles, yeah, it may just be a period now where you still need to sort of grow in your own space, the two of you. And again, it doesn't take away from the bond that you have, but it just seems like, yeah, there's still some growth happening individually before you have either a new beginning or just like a new beginning within the connection. This is another sign that is showing me that this could really last and could lead to actual like marriage even for a few of you, because there's an energy here of constant, like both of you evolving, and whenever you meet again, it's like meeting new people, like this is where some OGs, when they've had like 30, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 year marriages, happy marriages, where they say, it felt like falling in love with 9 different people, because the spouse would constantly be evolving and growing alongside the other spouse, like together. But this is what it feels like due to the apparently being mutual, like you seem to have your own ambitions, or you have your path, they have their ambitions and their path, which is ultimately also with the Three of Pentacles something that the both of you want to support each other in. King of Cups, this person is the person you're in a connection, or both, it can be mutual. Like there is some fear around like the intensity of what you're feeling for each other, or I want to say already. With the Six of Wands and the Moon, is like what is a little bit hidden is that this is actually meant to last. Because right now it just seems like there's a burden of like again, I'm picking up on the person in connection to the collective I seem to read for, seems like they wanna make your life, like they wanna carry some of your burdens with you. They don't want you to have to carry that all by yourself anymore. And they feel like they manifest, like they feel like you are absolutely like just what they dreamt of, or more than what they could have dreamt of. And this as well feels like a mutual energy. It feels like you feel this way about them as well. If you can look past the insecurities and the fears and the trust issues, rejection wound, abandonment wound that has been brought up. There's something here about lying about yourself. I don't know what. Okay, I'm gonna go in with another deck here. I keep hearing that song. Question mark. Voyage. Mutation. So yeah, this is confirming some of the messages that I've already picked up for you, I've already channeled for you and already told you what it was. So the traveling, so this seems significant, traveling to see each other. The mutation about change, like you constantly changing, like there being this constant, you changing, them changing, and then you meet again, and it's like meeting a new person. And the question mark of us not fully trusting what this is, or what it's meant to be, or what it can be, or what it already is. But I wanted to see what's going on with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. What are you lying to yourself about? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, dude, you already know. You know what's up. You just don't trust it. But you know what this is leading to. You know that this is someone you can build a whole ass empire with. Like, the feeling I'm picking up on is definitely one of, this is what it feels like. You know, like, yeah, having manifested something that you wanted, or if you don't believe in like manifestation language like that, a desire of yours, being able to experience it in the flesh, and like having this feeling of like, oh, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like when I meet the person that I can see, an empire, like building an empire, family, living together, home life, pets, all of that, you know, like, this is what it feels like. And you got time, you know, if this really is the person that you have longevity with, you've got time to grow, they've got time to grow, you've got time to learn about each other as well. You have the question mark, you have time for all of that. There's no rush, you know, like that can as well be someone's fear here of like, oh, if I don't grab it and hold on to it tightly right now, it's going to slip out of my hand and the love will disappear, which is really not the case. It just seems to grow. Like, over time, this just seems to be something that just grows. It just grows. I have no idea what, it's a French word that I need to Google quick. I don't know what it means. French masculine noun for lie, untrue for deception. Why is that keeps coming up in this reading though? I feel like that's someone's fear. Yeah, it's a fear. This is, someone keeps like repeating this narrative and it's actually causing you to feel really upset. So yeah, I keep getting, some of you need to be a little bit careful of what type of readings you tune into, because with readings, you know, readings can be help you and support you, but also readings can perpetuate a narrative that you already are feeding yourself. Temperance, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so I don't know, it just may not be the time right now for this happy, you know, ending together. I want to say there's an energy strong of, like I already picked up on this at one point during this reading, of both of you are still becoming, like the both of you are still building, you're both still growing as individuals. And it's beautiful if you meet someone that has the same vision as you, or can feel there's this mutual feeling between the two of you of like, wow, you know, like, this is what it feels like. Okay, that's another thing why you don't have to be worried whether they are fucking other people while you're like growing, or maybe even you do the same. You know, it could be a mutual thing where you both just kind of, it doesn't feel like an open relationship in the classic sense of like two sitting down and being like, oh, we're gonna have an open relationship. It just feels like that's the natural outcome of where this is right now. You know, like, you're growing, I'm growing, you're building, I'm building. Apparently there's a distance between the two of you, so it only seems somewhat natural that you may be exploring other connections. But what it's coming down to is that it's not gonna take away, like, it's not ever gonna match the feeling that you have when you're together. And that it seems like it's for someone to take away your fear, or take away your, it just felt like this is gonna soothe someone's doubt or fears. Like, it's never gonna feel the way how it is when you're together. No matter how many 100 people, you could meet 100 different other people, like, it's not gonna reach that, like, this bond feels untouchable. And it may be the one I already picked up on in the reading that you guys loved so much, where what was it, a couple of days ago, this person put in effort to keep the feelings that at the very beginning I picked up on this Disney movie. It felt like a Disney movie. It could be this Bond. We just got a bit more information, because it does. I'm just being reminded by that reading, because I mentioned I was picking up and I was saying this is sacred and protected. So yeah, the less you give that attention, the less you give, they have needs and urges that apparently they need to have met. You may have the same when you're not together. Maybe one is more like, no, I don't have to, or like, yeah, you're individual there, but it doesn't take away from the bond you have. So it's best to not feed into that. Don't give it too much thought. Like, focus on either what you're building. That's always the best thing to do. And or if you are together and you get to share time together, just make the best of it. Because we have the 10 of Cups out. This is preordained. This feels preordained. This feels like two are on a path. You've met each other somewhere on your path. You both want the same outcome with each other. You just, to get there, there's still some chapters in between. You know, like, this is the ultimate slow drip. This may be the ultimate slow drip relationship, where it really just grows. It grows with time. The love grows with time. All of it. You know, like, for the woman here, it feels like, oh, okay, this is someone that may want to have children with me down the time. So you could enter sort of preparation mode. The man has his own, like, you know, preparation that happen. Like, you're both moving towards the same outcome. It feels so strongly. I can guarantee that. It's moving. You're moving in the same direction. You have your own path, so it may look a little bit differently, but the where you're headed is the same direction. So the Page of Wands I keep getting as well. It does look like there is again, this is this innocence and this sort of, you're both gonna grow into the person that can sustain a relationship like this. And this is where this feeling comes in of it being preordained and sacred and protected, because you have your own team, you know, whether it's your ancestors, the spirit guides, whoever you connect with, preparing you. Maybe for some of you, could you say it's God preparing you? Like, we all have your own belief systems. And the same, the person, they're getting prepared as well. So there's really nothing to worry about here. Even what seemingly, you know, this is just noise. Other women wanting your man stick, or other men wanting your woman, it's just noise. Like, it kind of might both be like, you know, hella sexy and good looking and just hot and desired by a bunch of other people. So, but it's just noise, you know, like, it's just noise. So don't tune into that radio station. Tune into this radio station. And this innocence, this I haven't yet read a Page of Wands like this, but yet every time it came through in this reading, I just picked up on this, like, learning each, you know, having to learn the actions that are needed, or like learning to love each other, basically. And also this kind of ties into the bedroom, though, like learning each other's bodies and learning what the other person likes and what they don't like, and tuning into each other. And this as well, you have so much time for this, you know, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful energy. This is really like meeting someone that helps you grow and helps them grow, like you help them grow, they help you grow, and it's all like you can just relax. You don't have to be like feel like you have to control all of this, because it's not gonna end. Like we know how it's gonna end up, but the way it's gonna lead to there, you can't know. So just relax, chill out, enjoy the journey, enjoy having met a person that even gives you this feeling of like, wow, okay, this is what it feels like. Because nobody's gonna get to that level. You need to get that in your head. Doesn't matter if they lie with 100 other people, doesn't matter if you lie with 100 other people, it's never gonna feel the way that it does when the two of you are together. Nothing can touch this bond in that way. We have 45 minutes, not yet. What should we do? I mean, I don't have my oracle cards here on the sofa, but I do have another deck. Let's see. We don't fuck tonight. I think this is one of the first reading in a while. I'll probably have to put some, what's it called, adult thingy, 18 plus. Yeah, whips are coming out. Alright, so I'm tapping into the pipeline of someone. There's like tools coming through. I wanted to say like I feel like I'm tapping into the pipeline of someone's relationship in the bedroom, but it's a mixture. It's like we got an anchor, so this is just confirming that this relationship is gonna make you feel anchored in some shape or form, and this is a mutual energy. It's also sort of just becoming the other person's favorite person, you know, like you becoming their favorite person, they becoming your favorite person, and whenever you're together, or just knowing that the two of you are out there grinding and working towards your goals, is sort of is anchoring the both of you. And then we have the whips. What's that song by Rihanna? S&M is just coming to mind. So you may get up to all sorts of things, you know, in the bedroom. Also, it seems like that as well is going to evolve, and that's going to be very exciting to experience and witness, like the way like you evolving as people, and then also how you evolve in the bedroom together. And then also there's like an energy here of like land, you know, either purchasing your own land, or that may be a wish or dream that you have. I'm also hearing the word holistic, so you may have very similar values or a very similar mindset as to how to nourish yourself. Medication, you may be more the natural type, you know, that likes using natural remedies, homegrown remedies. You meet each other there as well, like you have the same values when it comes to that. So that's just, I guess, some specific, to give you some more specific confirmation. Anything else? This looks like a watchtower. Yeah, again, it's just confirming that this is being looked after. This connection's being looked after. And when a connection's being looked after, it means because there's more than just the two of you desiring to be together. There's like a conspiracy in a positive way that sees like the two of you connecting and having offspring and doing your thing together will benefit more than just the two of you. It could be that you're very influential people as well. I got that with the star card here. With the star card, that you both have a lot of influence, and actually coming together and building a family and building an empire together is going to benefit more than it's going to benefit people, a lot of people. So you may have business ideas together, or you may have a business together down the line. Like this is something real. Like this has actual depth and like, yeah, longevity. This is like, that's why I'm saying, I kept getting like, you don't have to, this is untouchable in that sense. Nobody can touch the bond, and what can grow out of this, and what apparently will grow out of this for a few of you. So I hope you receive this well. I hope this supports you. If you want to go deeper into this work and also just actually get a few issues, whether it's the rejection wounds, the trust issues, if you want that addressed and you want to work with me personally, you can do that either within the sanctum in the group setting. So we have group clearing and recalibration sessions every month, or you can work with me personally. So that's all linked below, and I'm more than happy to give you a more tailored session if that's something that you desire. So you can contact me below, you can just book it in. Actually, I will be away for a month, but still, you can just keep checking in on the schedule, and you'll see my availabilities. Bye.